Hi, Tomato Sandwich Partiers. I'm Dr. Thomas Kelley.
And I'm Tina Kelley.
And we are one of the founding families of the Good Shepherd Clinic in Morrow, Georgia. Unfortunately, we're not able to be there with you tonight to share our thoughts in person, and we're very sorry that we can't be there with you, but we wanted everyone to know that the clinic is still very much a part of our family. It's in our hearts. We pray for the clinic regularly, and we are just so proud of the wonderful things that the clinic is doing for the people in Clayton County who don't have an option for health care. So we wanted to share this video with you tonight and just reminisce on a few stories from the past. You know, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago that I first visited First Baptist Church of Morrow. And a patient of mine had mentioned that there was a church locally that wanted to help start a clinic, and I had an interest in that. And that was the day that I first met Reverend Jim Lewis. And Jimmy and I and L.C. Thomas at the time, I fondly recall, went back and walked around at the Murphy house. And we thought, wow, this would make just a perfect clinic, just the kind of place that we want for our project. But there was a little bit of work that needed to be done. I'll never forget, you know, the walls were purple inside and green because the youth group had been using it as their meeting place. And the youth group graciously allowed us to use the space. But we got people together from First Presbyterian Church of Jonesboro, where we attended, and First Baptist of Morrow, and we had a work day and painted the clinic. And in fact, I think our boys were not much more than toddlers. And I have great pictures of them holding paintbrushes and helping out that day. And it's come such a long way since then. We opened the doors, I can't believe it's been, I guess, about 15 years ago. One of the first patients that I saw was a young man who had a sore throat, and his mother was very upset because she couldn't afford medicine for him. And she started crying when, you know, I told her that we could take care of him, and I diagnosed his strep throat, and we were able to give him the antibiotics that he needed, and she just felt very blessed by that. And that's the kind of work that goes on in the clinic each and every day. The work of the clinic has continued over the years, and I have to say it was very, very difficult 11 years ago when we needed to relocate down here to Central Florida to leave. And it was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. But something that I have cherished ever since then is this book. This is a book of letters that were written by patients and volunteers, and thanking me and my family for our time at Good Shepherd Clinic. And it's something that I always will keep. I look at it regularly, and it's a little hard for me to read because it still brings a tear to my eye when I read some of those letters and those heartfelt well wishes. We really just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone. The clinic wouldn't be operating if it weren't for all of you and the support that you provide. It's such an important part of the community. There are still so many people, despite the changes in insurance laws and such, that don't have medical coverage, and we can't forget that. And these folks wouldn't have anywhere to turn if it weren't for all of you. Your support by volunteering at the clinic and your financial donations are what allow it to keep running. And again, I just wish I was there to shake all of your hands and to say thank you. So please let us thank you now. I'm almost so sorry that we're not there to be able to bid on one of those fabulous cakes, because I'd kind of like to take one of those home. But somebody else will have to enjoy that tonight. So to all the great people there, all of our wonderful friends from First Presbyterian Church of Jonesboro and First Baptist Church of Morrow, First Pres of Morrow, all the other churches that have supported the clinic for so many years, again, we appreciate what you do each and every day. I promise you that next year I'm going to mark my calendar better, and we won't let this date get filled before knowing that we will be at the Tomato Sandwich Party to celebrate with you all next year. So thank you all again. Have a wonderful evening. Celebrate and enjoy those tomato sandwiches.